Okay. Well, Monday Night Football. Much like every other game this week, what is going on right now? What is going on? Hold on. Now I gotta fix this. Great. What is going on? Okay, we have multiple lives up. Is that what's going on right now? Hello? Hey, Hank. Just trying to figure out what's going on with my YouTube channel. I think it put up 2 lives right now. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, Hank. I guess it's working if Hank got here. Mohammed's here. All right, I guess it's working. Was that the best game in NFL history? That's my question. Probably not. Okay, here we are. This week was awful, Otis. This week was a complete letdown. I mean, my God. Was there one good game? I don't think so. I'm really upset, guys. And you know what? I'm a little irritable. I got elbowed in the face last night, and I'm really starting to think I got a concussion. But it's okay. It's all right. If there's one good... You know what they say when you get a concussion? Stare into this bright light I have here. So that's good. My head's all swollen. I feel old. I look old. So there's that. But we got 7 people in here. Wow, that came quick. All right. Well, that's nice. What a game for being low score. Nah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, to be honest with you, Connor. I mean, you know, the Eagles won. So congrats to the Eagles fans in here. Connor. And, you know, another concussion, maybe. Again, I'm not going to complain about it. But, you know... How could you not score in the first half? I mean, the Packers didn't score for the first 3 quarters. We will talk about the Dable firing. Believe me, we are due. Because that is the news. That is the headline of today. Because it certainly isn't the fact that either of these teams are good. You know what, guys? Jordan Love is at the back end of pretty good. Bro, he's dropping, I'll say it, bro. He's dropping a meh. He's dropping a meh. He's not good for fantasy. He's not better than Jaden Daniels in a vacuum. So where does that put him? Meh. He's meh. That is that's JJ. I mean, not JJ Carly. C concussion. That is your Jordan Love for you. I gotta great. Hold on. Let me just get the music going. I realize it hasn't been playing probably, but call me Jeff Bridges because I hate the Eagles, man. What a pull. What a pull, Angel Corp. I'll never be mad at a Big Lebowski pull. That's great. All right, now we got music going. There it is. So let me just add a couple songs to the queue really quick. That way I can stop messing with it. And then we can get into our analysis of this game. But I mean, congratulations to every Eagles fan out there that's not named Blake. Congratulations to the Packers. Your team sucks, and I don't want to watch them ever again. I mean, at least when the Giants lose, it's entertaining. I mean, at least when the Giants lose, they put up points. At least the Giants have a quarterback that can complete a pass. At least the Giants have a quarterback that doesn't throw every single pass off his back foot like his life depends on it. At least the Giants have a receiving core that doesn't have Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson heading the group. Matthew Golden's been a complete snooze from a fantasy and real life perspective. And what else is there to talk about here? Josh Jacobs? Is that what we're discussing now? On a Halloween costume is in a seriously, it's a concussion tent. Angel Corp, leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah, fumbling in the last minute. It's crazy. That was such piss poor play calling. That was so brutal. If you didn't watch the game, if you're a YouTube TV subscriber like me, I borrowed a friend's Fubo account. The Hunna Gunna, what it do? What's up, guys? Jordan Love has been awful since Cleveland. Yeah, he has been. Angel, I get it. Angel's a Packers fan. I just remembered. I'm like, what's Angel's mad about? Yeah, look, I don't want to complain about it. I'm just saying, I'm sick of the Packers, man. And I like you, Angel. I do. I like you, fella. But, man, let's call it like it is. This is a team that we thought was a bona fide contender. And they couldn't score more than 1 play against Philly. They got that last touchdown, Josh Jacobs. They couldn't run the ball very well. Jordan Love's technique sucks. It was a defensive matchup. And I don't know, call me new school, but I don't like it. I don't care for a defensive matchup. I don't care for Jalen Hurts throwing 15 completions, 183 yards in a tub, and winning. And winning the game. The Eagles couldn't get anything to go on the ground. Saquon Barkley looks like he's got some tread on the tires. Golden State Warriors fan, that game was ass. Eagles don't deserve it. The Packers do. Neither of them deserve it. The Giants deserve it. It's because the Packers were 10-6 in the 2009-2010 season. They didn't win it that year, though. Giants can beat the Packers next week. I've been saying it all year. Sure. I don't even want us to. Interim coach bump. That is true. That is true. I watched Falcons Colts while doing my cardio morning. Watch your team play bad as a cardio hack. I used the anger and 40 minutes flew by fast. After the Giants lost to Denver, I played very angry flag football, and it was fun. I ran hard. I was angry. And God forbid the Cowboys game. Oh my God, I was so mad after that Cowboys game. Cowboys game. Yes, they did. No, you're thinking of 2010. You said 2009. Here's Blake. Go Birds. Congrats. Your team's really good. I'm sure they'll win a Super Bowl with this squad, just like this. So here come Ashkan and Blake, the, infamous... I'm not going to say that. Anyways, Matt LaFleur should be in the hot seat. I would argue this season Brian Daboll's coach better. Whoa. Well, if Daboll's fired, and I don't think LaFleur's going to get fired. If LaFleur gets fired, send him to NY. Man, whoa. That's a fun take, though, Otis. I like it. Congrats on getting your coach fired. I'm really happy for you. Thank you, Angel. I'm happy about it. I'm very thrilled. Give the Rams and Philly some respect. Yeah, I will. Congrats, Rams. You beat Mac Jones. Congrats, Eagles. You scored 10 points. Great. I liked watching Jalen Phillips. Did he play well tonight? Brandon Graham put on some weight. That's kind of an unfair criticism, but I see Brandon Graham out there. I'm like, I don't think he was ready to come back to the league. He wasn't much of a contributor. Jalen Hurts lost a fumble. Classic. Jordan Love fumbled twice. Lost one. Classic. Yeah, just a whole lot of nothing. Packers couldn't get to Jalen Hurts, and when you can't get to Jalen Hurts, watch out. He'll complete 15 passes, Watch out. He might just, run for 27 yards, Jalen Hurts is a quarterback you don't want to mess with. And I like how I've earned this reputation of a Rams hater when Stafford's literally in the best tier. Again, I think Stafford's good. Next week it's going to be congrats, Rams. You beat Sam Darnold. The Seahawks are good. Seahawks are good, but it will be that. That's exactly what I'll say. I'll stand by it, too. Guy only gets excited when the Giants lose. You clearly weren't here for the Eagles game. No love for Jordan? None at all. We're going to do Hunter's Hill later. In fact, I want to do it now. I'm really mad, guys. I think I'm irritable. I think the elbow to the head and the persistent concussion all day has me very irritable, in a very bad mood. I also lost my fantasy football matchup, which is why Oshkan's doing his victory lap, because he put up a whole 110 points. So let me pull up Hunter's Hill really quick. Let me pull it up, because I'm not going to waste any more time. Look, there's nothing to say about this game. It sucked. I hate both these teams, and I just don't want to watch them. I don't want to watch them ever again. So let me just pull up the Hunter's Hill here. Yep, and then click on that, and there it is. Oh shoot, that's the wrong tab. Oh dang it, that's Ashkan's fantasy team. My bad. Oh no, this is one hell of a squad. Terrell Jennings, Wandale, Dalton Schultz. Everyone's hurt. This team sucks. That's all you're getting out of me, Ashkan. That's all the anger you're getting out of me tonight. I'm too tired and I'm too frustrated. Just as a football fan, I feel like as football fans, we all have the right to be mad about this one. Unless you won money off this game, unless you bet the under, it's like, what's the point? What's the damn point? Philly wasn't that good this game. Like, the Hawks would drop 40 when other teams perform like a real contender. Give belt to ass. That's why I don't believe in Philly. Yeah, exactly. And it's just like self-diagnosed concussion. Yeah, exactly. Negan's here. Negan's an Eagles fan. Congrats, Negan. Fair enough. But yeah, man. And this is a funny ass chat, but I agree with you. I think part of being a contender in the modern NFL is being able to actually compete and play well against a team that's clearly also not playing well. And the Eagles just don't have that textbook win. The Eagles are 6-1 in one-score games, which again, they're like the Chiefs of this year. And we all saw what happened to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year. It caught up to them. And I think that's what's going to happen again. Am I an Eagles hater because I'm a Giants fan? Yeah, kind of. I'm a little sick of it. I'm a little sick of watching this sorry-ass team sneak away with wins. I'm sorry. I'm annoyed with it. I'm annoyed with it. And I'm not going to sit here and act like this was a fun game to watch. And, it's funny because YouTube TV and Disney are going through this whole argument right now. I don't think this helped Disney's case. I think whoa, the chat just went crazy. I think everyone who was like, oh, I'm getting Fubo now, or oh, I'm getting Hulu TV live sports, or oh man, I gotta pirate this game, do whatever it takes, right? Everyone felt dumb. Everybody who had access to this game felt dumb. We did not talk Giants yet. I scored 166 and lost this week because Bowers only got me 3 points after scoring 43. Same, Jarv. Same. My kicker also completely parked me. Defense wins games but makes boring content. Yeah, but this didn't even feel like that great of defensive game. It felt like two incapable offenses. Dude, that last Packers 4th down, dude, why are they rushing to the line there? There's a minute 40 on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts. Call a timeout or take a second. They only have to go down and kick a field goal. Bro, these stupid Packers, they go up. Jordan Love tempos it, calls a run. It goes nowhere. Josh Jacobs is so perplexed that he fumbles the ball, and it didn't even matter because there was an illegal formation. So even if it did work, which it didn't, they weren't even lined up right. What kind of game adjustment is that? If that were the Giants, I'd be livid. So like urban class 2, whatever that means. But yeah, I'm missing a lot of chats. But you think Carolina takes Philly? I think I'd like to see it. Is that a game that we're gonna watch? I didn't watch the game. How was it? One of the worst games of the season. One of the worst games of the season. Chris is here as well. Bengals were on bye, right? So we didn't get a chance to see that heater of a team. I'm sick of the Barkley Little Caesars commercial. Don't ruin their good name. Exactly. 3-6 in fantasy. Sorry about that, CJ Racer. Face JT and Devon Achan. That sucks. When is the Russell Wilson segment? I feel like the Russell Wilson segment is the next 3 weeks. No, I feel like the Russell Wilson segment is what we're all here for. Let's all talk Russ. Let's do a Russell Wilson film analysis so I can get copywritten. Now they lost. Wait, am I tripping? Who'd the Bengals play? How well did Hurts play? He played Hall of Fame game out of Jalen Hurts. This is a Jalen Hurts game. You don't lose. If the Eagles don't lose, it's like, all right, Jalen, you did your job. You did it, man. You completed 15 passes, 183 yards, and a touchdown. Thanks, Jalen. You did what we needed you to do, man. Thank you so much, Jalen Hurts. Super Bowl MVP. Stands back there and hands it off. I have no love lost for this Eagles team. They're so brutal to watch. I hate it, dude. And the Packers have been bad since the Browns game. We've been talking about it. They've been bad. Like, got too many names to keep up with in here. Angel Corp's been saying it. Since the Browns game, the Packers have just felt rocked. Bye week 150-49. What? This week started with a crap game and ended with a crap game. It was crap games all the way through. It was all just nonsense games all the way through. It was hell. This week was terrible. And I'm not just saying that as a Giants fan. There were like 4 good games. Colts Falcons was fun, I guess. Ravens Vikings had a moment where it was entertaining. Browns Jets, I guess, if Justin Fields can throw for more than 80 yards. Patriots Bucks was fine. I guess maybe this week wasn't so bad. It's just the afternoon window and the late afternoon window and the primetime games were just so brutal this week. It's like the NFL, man. Really? And then we fast forward to next week, right? Week 11. I'm sure the matchups aren't as good. We got Jets Patriots. Yay! What's our Sunday night game? We got Eagles Lions. We get to watch the Eagles in prime time again. We're sitting here again talking about the same things. About watching the Eagles finish the week. And then lucky us, we get to finish the main course. Cowboys Raiders waiting all day for Monday night. I think Disney's going to lose this one. I don't think people are going to run to their billing and cancel YouTube TV to watch Cowboys Raiders. Especially after this stinker. 10-7. What a game. My God. The Browns stole their confidence. Yes, they did. Eagles Packers QB swap. Who even wins that? Jordan Love, I don't want to be the Stephen A. Smith. Jordan Love lost in prime time, so now he's bad. Jordan Love, hasn't had a good season, if we're being honest. When the Packers defense plays well, they win. When the Packers defense doesn't play well, they lose. You know who else he has that in common with? Jalen Hurts. They're team-dependent system QBs, and Jordan Love should not be that. Jalen Hurts is another story. He was a second-round pick. He's had a lot of help throughout his career, but Jordan Love has been developing. He's got talent. He's had a run game. You say what you will about the Packers receivers. They're not terrible. I mean, they're not... imagine Jordan Love throwing to Wan'Dale Robinson and Jalen Hyatt. I wouldn't want to see it. You know why? Because I don't want to see this. I don't want to see what we already saw. This should have been belt to ass from the Eagles. This should have been belt to ass from the Packers. But both their offense cowered in fear. They cowered in fear. If I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm livid. And we all know he's going to have a legendary press conference. He's going to come out. By the way, shout out to Dan Orlovsky saying the Giants made a huge mistake firing one of the worst head coaches in the NFL who can't win a clutch game for anything just because he put in a good word for Jackson Dart. We're going to talk about Dable too. We're so going to talk about Dable. We got a lot to cover on this stream. We're almost 15 minutes in, and again, my head is pounding. We'll see how long we can go here. But let me catch up to the chat really quick. Geno Smith or Kenny Pickett, Monday Night Football Cinema. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, ESPN. You booked some great games. Take me home. Yeah, love it. Like it, I love it. The Sunday night game was so bad, I fell asleep and missed the stream. Yeah, John, you missed out. We did Hunna's hotline for the first time of the season. We had people call in. It was fun. Where's Gail? Gail called in yesterday as well. Gail is still pounding the table. Trevor Lawrence, top 8 QB. Can you believe it? Even after a loss? Texans Jags was fun to watch, though. You live life forward, but you learn it backwards. Jalen Hurts. I know, seriously. What a quote. Jeez. I'm also subscribed to the nonsense self-help newsletter. I also saw that line in my Gmail. Bravo, Jalen Hurts. Do you throw it backwards too? 183 yards? Whatever. Texans Jags was a great game to watch. I know I could look forward to Gale flipping out in chat. You know, he was more composed than I thought he'd be. Top 28, maybe. He was more composed than I thought he'd be. He made some interesting points. He's like, look, the Jags just can't draft. He named a bunch of fellas who I did not know. Straight up. Okay. I consider myself pretty plugged in when it comes to the NFL, right? But when you look at this draft class, it's so funny. Gale's not even here and we're talking about him. Right? Here we go. Come on, man. Why do I need it? What is this? Come on. Can this website just load? I have to sneeze. There it is. Done. All right. Travis Hunter, we all know that happened. Caleb Ransaw. I wish I could say I heard of him. They didn't have a second round pick. They traded up. Wyatt Millam. Can't say I've heard of him. Another small town school. Basil Tuden. I know him. Jack Kaiser, and then a bunch of late round picks. LaQuinn Allen. Sure, I mean, he's a good run blocker, I guess. Good pass blocker. Thanks for the bless you, Muhammad. Jalen Hurts definitely reads those poetry books where there's just sentences with extra spaces. Yeah, seriously. Thanks for the bless you, guys. Thank you. Drop a like if you haven't already. Did Jags franchise when I got mad. I'm pretty sure I traded most of the people Gale named last night. Yeah. Like, who the hell is Wyatt Millam? Am I like a non-ball knower to not know who Wyatt Millam is? Guard out of West Virginia. Rapid fire sneeze. Yeah, that's how I sneeze. I could like really load it up and just do one sneeze, but I'm not in the mood. That game sucked. Honestly, they should bring Dable back to Buffalo. Joe Brady sucks. I think Joe Brady's gonna get a head coaching job. That's the caveat with the Giants. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Look, and we'll bounce back and forth. I like this. I like this art. This is nice. I like this. We're gonna stick with this. Shout out Ringer. The Ringer does awesome. I gotta start making thumbnails like this. This is so cool. Anyways, let me put on dark mode real quick, just so way it blends in. Okay, or not. There it is. Wow, easy money. Wow. I'm just starting to figure out this computer thing. It's cool. Death of Dable in 4K. Yeah, so let's talk about this. I know him, but he needs as much development as you would from a third round guard. You know him? Yeah, fair enough. Oh, you know of him. Yeah, you probably know of him. Yeah. A developmental guard in the third round. I mean, it's not a bad pick. Gale tuned in to ZL talking about the Jags could shed a tear right now. Yeah, Gale, we were talking about you, man. Because everyone who missed the stream last night was like, where's Gale? Everyone's like, tonight, where's Gale? We want to hear Gale talk about the Texans game. So sound off in the chat. We'll open the Hunnaball hotline next week. But starting an agenda, primetime Falcons head coach and Dable OC. Why not? It can't get any worse. Chris watches a lot of college. I'm pissed at Shane Snake Dable just could get a fresh head coach wrong next year, then gone. Our timeline's going to be all messed up. Here's what makes me mad. Blake's still on the Eagles game. Congrats, Blake. Team win, 10-7. Here's what I will say, right? Instant reactions. Look, we said it yesterday. There's no way Dable makes it out of Monday. And I said I would be fully crashing out and angry if Dable made it out. Here's the thing. He gets credit for Jackson Dart. He gets credit for Jackson Dart's development. That much is true. Okay? He deserves credit. But I said this a few weeks ago, and I meant it. I feel like Dable has taught him everything that he knows. He's taught him everything that he knows. And it sucks that Dable couldn't get his quarterback sooner. It sucks that he had to get fired midway through his last season as a head coach because we waited so long to get a quarterback. And I'm sorry if I don't respond to the chat immediately, but I got to get all this off my chest. I should have hopped on stream right after it happened, but to be honest, I don't want to get on stream while you guys are at work and while I'm, taking a nap or working on a video. Again, I napped a lot today because probable concussion, but you see McDaniels trolled Bills fans after that's so funny. I saw that on r/Dolphins, and it seems like the whole website is now like, we like Mike McDaniels again. This guy's awesome. It's so funny. But here's what I'll say about Brian Dable, right? Is he a bad offensive coordinator? I don't think so. But when it comes down to being a head coach, there's so much more that goes into it. And a lot of ESPN analysts like Dan Orlovsky is saying, why rock the boat? Why fire the guy when he clearly got his quarterback and is developing his quarterback well? Here's what I'll say with that. You don't get a pass for being a glorified QB coach in the NFL. You don't. That's not enough. The media, big sports media, has convinced us all that quarterbacks are the end-all be-all. If quarterbacks were the end-all be-all, we would not be talking about Sam Darnold potentially winning an MVP. If quarterbacks were the end-all be-all, I've got news for you. The Eagles would not have won last season. Straight up. Because they didn't have the best quarterback. That's my slight to you, Blake. If you're still in here. It's more than a quarterback-driven league. So to cop out and say, oh, well, why would they fire him? He got his quarterback and he's developing his quarterback well, which was the crux of a lot of, what's the word, contrarian takes. Colin Cowherd said that as well. He said, dumb move. He said the New York franchise have no idea what they're doing. I have zero faith in the Giants to hire the right coach in response to this move. And I also, like Jarv, do not love that Joe Schoen gets away from this scot-free. Joe Schoen has been big. I have soured on Joe Schoen. Jarv has been the big perpetuant, whatever, the big guy saying all this. Big proponent of Joe Schoen is an issue just as much as Dable. And to be honest with you, I didn't believe it. But watching this team get injured a little bit and just completely become the worst team in football. The Giants lately have been playing the worst team in football when you remove the quarterback, which is what happened at the end of the Bears game. The Giants have a negative, I could be wrong on this, but it's somewhere between 50 to 70 point differential in the fourth quarter this season. That is unheard of. So he doesn't get a pass for developing a quarterback well. And I have said before, I never understand midseason coach hirings. But at this point, I just kind of want to see what Kafka can do. Because the season's lost, and I don't think Kafka's going to get the full-time job. But I kind of just want to see what the guy can do. Because if you're Brian Dable, man, he is not composed. He cannot manage the clock. He has no idea what to do with personnel. He has nonsense, bullshit interviews with the press. And I think that is a big reason why the Giants have been so unsuccessful. I have had a theory for a really long time that Brian Dable is I'll say it, a dick to the media. So as soon as he started losing, all of New York media soured on him and said, is Brian Dable on the hot seat in 2023? Coming off the playoff season. You have to be top to bottom about the identity of the team, and he wasn't that. Is he the worst coach I've seen the Giants have? No. He's probably not even the top three. I liked him more than Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur didn't win a playoff game. Ben McAdoo didn't win a playoff game. Joe Judge didn't even sniff the playoffs other than that one random season where the Giants almost made the playoffs with 6 wins. So to say that he is the worst coach the Giants have had recently or ever is completely wrong. But if the bar is win one playoff game, if the bar is start 2-7, 3 straight seasons, then what's the point of even suiting up? Shut it down. Shut the whole thing down. Stop selling tickets. Close down the concession stands. Stop printing out jerseys. Shut it all down. If that's the bar. The bar has been through the ground lately. And all the people coming to Dable's defense saying, well, Joe Schoen also sucks. I agree. But he's made decent draft picks. So I think that's their angle. I think their angle is Joe Schoen has drafted well and he traded for Brian Burns. This team should be doing better than it is. This was the mindset, I believe. Joe Schoen has built a good team that should be performing much better than it is, but they're not being coached well. And I think that is a true statement. I think that is an honest to God, accurate statement on the New York Giants, right? So we're sitting here again talking about the same things about not finishing, right? That Bears game was the straw that broke the camel's back. You cannot blow the Dallas game, the Saints game, the Broncos game, and then this, and expect to make it out alive, even if alive, with your job. You cannot expect that. And at a certain point, he looks dead inside. I watched his interview, his post-game, and I'll pull it up if I can find it. His post-game interview. He's got nothing left. He knows he's screwed. The writing's been on the wall since the Broncos game. He knows it. Look at his dumb face. I like Dable. He used to be jolly. He used to be fun. But he started getting mad at the refs. He started throwing tablets at Dan Jones, and then he benched him. And just him and Joe Shane were out of sync. And that is just not the way you do it when you have a GM and an offensive coordinator coming from the same exact place. They should have been neck and neck agreeing on every decision. But somewhere along the way, their paths diverged. I'm assuming it was when Wink Martindale lost his job, quote unquote, got fired because Brian Daboll couldn't handle the heat. He brings on Shane Bowen, which was the ultimate cardinal sin. And the fact that Shane Bowen still has a job, I can't wrap my head around that, but sure, why not? Why not? At this point, let's just lose. Who cares? Who cares? At this point, it's not even about the draft pick either. It's just a lost season. There's no point in even having a standard anymore. Because no matter what we try, new GM, new coach, new quarterback, new personnel, new identity. Hell, man. People blaming John Mara. He's the owner. He's not making all these decisions. Feels like we got cursed. Joe Namath made a deal with the devil. Eli must have done the same. So I'm going to respond to the chat now, but I just wanted to go on my little soliloquy here about why Brian Daboll got fired and why I'm sick of the talking heads who think just umbrella statement, firing a coach in the middle of the season is always a bad move. It's not. Are the Giants going to do anything after this? Of course not. But this is not like when Robert Saleh got fired. Robert Saleh got fired too early. Robert Saleh had, I believe, one less season than Brian Daboll. Maybe two. Maybe not. It might have actually been the same thing. But like Robert Saleh actually had an identity. His players seem to rally behind him. The Giants players seem to fucking hate Brian Daboll. They do. Let's call it like it is. The New York media's hated him forever. Ugh. I'm glad he's gone, but I'm also sick of this temporary high. Giants fans are celebrating. They're like, we did it. We did it, guys. And I'm like, dude, I'm sick of the temporary highs. I'm sick of these fluff, nonsense, nothing wins. Firing a head coach is not a win. That is nothing to be celebrated. I have seen the Giants fire 4 head coaches, and I've seen them win 1 playoff game. As you guys know, I started watching in 2012. I have seen them fire, again, 4 head coaches, 1 playoff win. 2 playoff appearances, 4 head coaches. When does this stop? And I don't even know what to do when it comes to next coaching candidate. Do we go the offensive-minded guy to help develop Dart? Because we did that with Daboll and Pat Shurmur. Do we get the identity culture guy? Because we did that with Joe Judge. Do we get the experienced veteran coach who's been around the block once or twice? Because we had that with Tom Coughlin and Ben McAdoo. Where do we go from here? I don't know. It feels like everything we tried is not even worth a shot. God, I have a headache. I'm going to respond to the chat now. What have you guys been saying? Oh, boy. Okay. I got to scroll up. I got to scroll up a lot. All right. Feel a lot of back pain, too. Hopped a few aspirins to feel about the Jags. There we go. When you graduate college, you don't thank the guy who taught you the ABCs. Exactly. Exactly. If I had to choose Shane or Daboll, I'm choosing Daboll 10 out of 10. Well, there you go. Outplayed Mahomes in both Super Bowls. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, the Eagles O-line was great. Joe Shane really has to go. I don't disagree with you. And it kind of sucks how he kind of just cowered and, just kind of hid behind Daboll's failures. But again, Shane is not blowing these leads. He didn't build a great roster, but he's not blowing. There's a fly in my room. Now I'm not in the mood. I just beat the hell out of that fly and hurt my hand in the process. Oh, man. New York Giants head coaching job is appealing. I agree. Long-term quarterback, quality offensive players, should have some some quality draft picks. A good, it should be better. My opinion on Daboll, I actually think he's a good coach, but can't find ways to win games. When you say he's just unlucky, it's consistently lacking in the clutch. It's a skill he lacks. Agreed. Terrible depth and talent evaluation with Joe Shane. Agreed. That's a theory, though. We all know he was an asshole at the podium. That's why I never bothered watching his PCs, because he came off as conceited. Exactly. That's not a theory. Okay, that's not a theory. Thank you, Jar. I'm glad. If we can't win a Super Bowl, why are you still pushing? It's not even that. It's like if we can't compete consistently, why is there another stream that was scheduled for 10:30? YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. I got to fix that, actually. I'll do that right now because that's super whack. Great. I'm getting sidetracked, but you're right, John. It's a piss poor excuse, and it looks bad and tacky. So let's fix this really quick. Because OBS just messed up. They messed up. We got 14 people in here. Drop a like if you haven't already. Let me just delete this other stream. Hopefully this doesn't like boot me off, by the way. If this boots me off, I'm going to be pissed, but I don't think it's going to. Okay. Done. All right, this better not boot me off. All right, we're still here, right? All right, I think we're still here. Looks like Gale and Blake are getting back into it, which, you know, I'm not mad about. It happens. Okay, what else are we talking about? At this point, I think Mara just likes the name Shane. Yeah, honestly. Jalen Hurts is a large body of evidence situation is the most important thing. Sam Darnold, who started, looks way better. Exactly. So does Baker. Dan Jones. Neighbors and Dable have no chemistry. How could they? They hate each other. Has anyone thought of a QB that makes a team better? Baker, Drake May, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Done. Justin Herbert. I don't even like Justin Herbert. Jackson Dart. Easily. Yeah. Kind of feel bad for Dable. He got destroyed by injuries almost every year, but yeah, it's time. Really was last year, but hey, we're here. Again, you're an NFL head coach. Dable's the one, he says injuries are a part of the game. He says that. He says that in press conferences routinely. Every team has injuries, and he's right. Every team gets hurt. Every single one of them. The standard you so glazed from Hurts is... Here we go. They're going back and forth. Top coaching candidates will service at the end of the season. Giants should get a top dog. They should, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, not anymore, but they should. They should get a top dog. They should. But again, who are the top dogs? So what, the Packers defensive coordinator? No thanks. Jeff Hafley, I'm good. I don't want that. I don't want Joe Brady. I don't think we're going to go back to the Buffalo well either. I seriously, if Mike McCarthy's wearing NY, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tom Grossi's live. I feel like that's a fun watch as well. Not to tell you guys to go elsewhere, but I feel like that's an interesting one. Check that one out after this one. I'm sure he'll have a lot more to say about the Packers and how terrible they are. Gale don't know ball. It's weird because Dable's first game went 4-2 went for 2 to win the game. Feel like ever since then he's never made a ballsy decision. Yeah, he's been like riding that high, man. Of that Giants should hire Young Steve or young players. I'm dumb. Steve Young. Oh boy. So that's my Dable rant. You guys get me. You guys get what I'm talking about. You know, my word is bond. And Saquon's stressed before the win. Can't blame him. I'd be stressed too if Jalen Hurts was my quarterback. Anyways, all right. So that's my Dable spiel. As far as head coaching candidates, I think it's best to do that later because it feels like every week up and down the coach roller coaster is just all over the place, and I don't even want to like project it. It's like doing looking at mock drafts right now. Like it's fun to know like names, but it's really kind of pointless. I do want to see what Kafka does, mainly because Kafka has gotten head coach considerations. He's gotten interviews. And while I don't think he'll be even close to a guy we'll hire long term, I'm just curious. The bar, it can't get any lower. We can't do any worse than this. He wants the Giants to hire Vince Young. At first, my dumbass thought Chase Young. I'm like, Chase Young is becoming a head coach? Chase Young, the former Ohio State blue chip prospect. Chase Young, the former 49er. Chase Young, not the former Jag. My eyes are red. My head is bulging, man. I swear to you, I've mentioned this like 19 times now, but I got elbowed in the head and it hurts. I swear, man, I got elbowed right here. Bro, a guy goes down here. I got one eye rest of life. You guys would have called me Patch on stream. Would have been terrible. Would have been Patchy the streamer. Hunnaball the fucking pirate. Anyway. I can name 5 quarterbacks who, if they're in better situation, would be 10 times better than Hurts. 10 times! Okay. I mean, shoot. All right. Speaking of quarterbacks, I think you should go to a doctor. I'm good. I'll live. I just need to get some rest, which I might not be doing tonight, which again, that's a Thursday conversation. Let's do Hunter's Hill. Let me really quick. Geez. Hold on. We're going to finish this Giants talk, but I need to add, I just realized I need to add someone. Who was the guy? Oh man, who played Davis Mills? That's who I need to add. Davis Mills, welcome to Hunter's Hill. I got a feeling it's gonna be pretty high. Watch out, MVP Davis Mills season coming in hot. Should have never cut me, Davis Mills. So we were adding Davey. Is there anyone else that played this week that I'm missing? Davis Hills or Davis Mills? Yeah, man, enjoy Trevor Lawrence and just leave it. You heard for this Disney ESPN crap. Yeah, seriously, taking pirating to the next level. That's funny. This is Kafka's unofficial. That's what I'm saying, and I'm kind of curious to see it. Is there anyone else I'm missing besides Davis Mills that played this week? I feel like we're pretty caught up. Put him above Trevor. I also want to make an extra row here, but we'll do that in a second. Okay, we're gonna make an extra row. Hide image. What the hell? Okay, there. Done. Submit. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. Let's go to presentation mode. All right. I gotta change the music though. We're gonna go to. We're going back to our roots. There it is. Welcome to the post week 10 Hunna's Hill. Brought to you by no sponsors yet, but that'll change one day. Brought to you by, I don't know, Arby's new steak bites. Here, they're really good from no one. Here we go. Hunna's Hill. I'm going to turn the music down now. Okay. So we're talking about quarterbacks because everyone wants to talk quarterbacks, and you know we're talking about Jalen Hurts and Trevor, so let's do it. All right, awful. This is not a lot of movement here. Not a lot of these guys didn't play. I'll say this much about Tua though: you don't beat Josh Allen and then just get straight up snubbed. So Tua's moving up to the chopping block. We'll order him later. We'll order this whole thing later. Davis Mills, should we just throw him on? Davis Mills, serviceable backup. You don't just beat Trevor Lawrence and get disrespected. We put him in pretty bad. Not going to go much higher than that. All right. So who do we have in here, right? Kirk Cousins didn't play. Wentz didn't play. None of these guys played. We might see Kenny Pickett soon if we're lucky. Everyone cross your fingers. Kenny Pickett might be the man. None of these guys. I mean, Russ, I should just make another tier for stupid Russ at this point. I mean, I don't even know what the point of him going out there is, but who cares? I don't know why Jameis isn't playing. Oshkan said that earlier, but I ignored it as I've been ignoring most of Oshkan's messages today. Okay. Tyler Shuck. The Saints lost, right? Or no, the Saints won. The Saints won. The Saints beat the Panthers. That's right. I was like, I feel like I have to put Shuck higher. They beat the Panthers. They did. And I believe it was in Carolina. Yeah. Overcast day in the NC. Didn't matter. Tyler Shuck. Moving up to pretty bad. We'll order them later. Max Brosmer. Sticking, I guess. Sure. For John. Cam Ward. We didn't see him play this week, which was nice. Not going to lie. It was fun. Also off topic, shout out UConn's QB Joe for his insane stat line. Look it up. You'll see what I mean. All right. We'll do it. I don't know why I'm just like completely taking that at face value and just being like, yeah, sure. Joe Fagnano. Like the name. Jeez. Jets, you got your quarterback. Jets, you found him. Senior out of Williamsport, PA. UConn. That's where a General Stud went in our CFB rebuild. Shout out the Huskies. Put Russ in unlimited diarrhea. I just hate the word diarrhea, to be honest with you. I just do. That's why I don't want to do it. Nope. Messed up. But I will do this. Nope. Got it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm figuring you out, tier maker. There it is. Done. Okay. We're also going to make another tier later, but here we are. Gonna forget about it. It's a 10 Italian stallion. Tyrod. Didn't play, but straight up Justin Fields, man. Another snoozer game. Moving to the back end of chopping block. Could easily fall into awful. Tua. He's kicking to the top. He's kicking to the top again. He's moving up a full tier and a full to the top. James Bryan, I'm conflicted about this game's results. You should be, James. As a Cowboys fan, you know, I wouldn't fear either of these teams, to be honest with you. Can't wait for Cowboys Raiders. Okay, Marcus Mariota's unwatchable. I hate watching him. And you know what? I'm not going to put him in awful, but I'm certainly not going to move his ass up. Dylan Gabriel. They didn't win. I don't blame him for it, but he's not good. He's not good. God, I want to move all these guys to awful. I do. They're not good. Cam Ward and Max Brosmer are lucky they're not playing. Gino put on. Did the Raiders win? Oh my God, Gino did not put on. They scored 7 points. Gino did not put on. 10-3. Oh lordy. They're all bad. They're all bad, dude. They're all bad. You know what? Honestly, Tua's moving up. Tua's moving up. I cannot put. These guys are all bad. They're all terrible. All terrible. Chopping block? Nah, man. Like they're just all terrible. I'm renaming this one from awful to really terrible. And then here we're going just straight terrible. Done. What? Great. Great. Now I'm in full screen. Can I escape full? How do you? Great. Great. Why? I can't get out of full screen, guys. I can't get out of full screen. It's one of those days. What the hell? I'm literally stuck in full screen. I don't know the command and I can't. Okay, hold on. Okay, this looks great. This looks really great. Okay. Done. I have to restart the whole thing now. Thanks. Thanks so much, Tier Maker, for completely messing with me there. That was great. That was a great moment on the stream. Just stopping the Hunnis Hill mid go. Now I gotta redo the whole thing. Oh my god. How unprofessional. We'll be quick though. We've made our analysis already. We've made our analysis. We fixed the tiers. I'm gonna fix it really quick. Jesus. Okay. At least it saved this. Okay. Man, I'm sweating. This room is way too hot. I gotta turn the AC on. Okay, and we move Tua up to this tier. Jay Fields at the back end. Shucks moving up. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I literally don't know what the Gino put on. Yeah, dude, you're concussed. Yeah, no, seriously. Did you press escape? I tried pressing escape. Escape wasn't working. That was the first thing I tried. And after that, here for the thumbnail. Thanks, Don. Drop a like. We're ranking quarterbacks. Be sure to throw in your 2 cents, man. Okay, so let's fix this. None of these guys played. Everyone in this tier sucks. So we're changing this to terrible. And we're going really terrible. Simple. It's so simple. Did I spell everything right there? I'm definitely concussed. Anyways, Gino didn't put on... Like, everyone in this tier sucks, let's be honest. I hate watching Dylan Gabriel play. I do. He's terrible, man. He's so bad. Marcus Mariota didn't earn it. Max Brosmer. This guy might mess around and end up in meh. Just after hating on all these quarterbacks. Seriously. Tyrod's at the top of terrible. I think that's perfect. All right, we're all updated now. Okay. Back to it. Pretty bad. Okay. Best of luck, Hunter. I gotta go. See ya, Hank. Thanks for stopping by. Well, you're not gonna stay for the Tyler Shuck ranking? I mean, this might be it. I think this is actually it. This is it, yeah. Kyler, just because of the bad vibes, we're gonna move him right here. Tua, we're gonna stick right there. Davis Mills, look, he beat the Jags. Spencer Rattler got benched. I don't want to see Tyler Huntley. There you go. Bryce Young he got outgunned. He got outgunned by Tyler Shuck. I'm not gonna call him worse, but I'm not gonna call him confidently much better. Gotta move that guy down. Believe me, we'll move Love down. Milton's gonna stick. Davis Mills is gonna stick. I like it. Mac Jones, sorry, buddy. Pretty bad. This guy's worthless. This guy, I'm over Mac Jones. It was a funny bit for a little bit, but I'm over it. I live 10 minutes from Rencher Field. Never been to a Huskies game. Sorry, John Radcliffe. I didn't even see you join the chat, man. JJ should move to pretty bad. Yeah, I mean... But yeah, John put in the bribe, so he can't move. John's right. If you want to bribe the Hunnis Hill, you got to drop a donation. Which John did make the bribe, so I'm not moving, Jage. I want to, but I'm not going to. Purdy's going to stick. Brissett, you know what? Nah. Flacco, I think the Bengals were on bye, right? Bengals were on bye, so sure, whatever. Falcons, you know, Penix, I didn't watch the game. Did Penix play that well? Like, Americans Dragons Disciple. Did Penix play that well? I feel like he didn't. And I feel like Mez about perfect, but did he play like bad? I mean, they almost won. The Colts aren't bad. Colts are Super Bowl or bust. I've been saying it all season. Aaron Rodgers also done with it. I'm done with it. God, I hate every quarterback in the NFL. I really do. Aaron Rodgers is moving right here. Right here. Nope. Right there. Caleb. Hey man, he beat the Giants. He did. He beat the Giants. Chris is leaving. Fire Zach, sure. He looked so awful in overtime. James, guess what? What? I'm excited to hear it. Drop a like if you haven't already, by the way. Night, Chris. Flacco. Penix was pretty bad. Missed a lot of throws. One of his worst games. Really? Okay. I'm not going to lie and say I watched it. But Flacco MVP, yeah. Well, they're on bye. You know what? Yeah, Flacco MVP. You're right. We're moving him above Raj. Flacco did beat Raj straight up. We're going with it. Chris, you've convinced me. Caleb Williams is prototypical good for fantasy right there. If Penix looked as bad as you guys are saying, looked pretty bad, missed a lot of his throws, then screw it. We'll move him right there. Why not? I'm behind, but Penix played 7 out of 5 until 7-5 out of 10 until OT. We're gonna stick him right there. I like it. Get go to the Riverwalk Mall tomorrow. Let's go, James. Riverwalk Mall. Hell yeah, that's cool. Riverwalk's fun. All right. CJ Stroud didn't play, so I'm not gonna move him. Meh is about right. These guys are all meh. These guys are all pretty bad, to be honest with you, but we'll call him meh for now. Let me change the color of pretty bad. I just realized that. That's so embarrassing. There it is, nice and blue. The rainbow's all over the place here, but whatever. Okay. Why Dan Quinn? Why? That's gonna stick. Good for fantasy. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna reorder this. Bo Nix. I'm done pretending like I like Bo Nix. There it is. Just why? Just why? Just why? Why? How do you have a category? How do you have a category not named New York Jets QB? Cause Tyrod and Jay Fields they've bounced back and forth from really terrible to terrible. It's been a riveting season. Move Allen down. Josh Allen. We'll get there, fellas. We'll get there. Okay. So this category is now called Why. I'm not putting Bo Nix in Jackson Starts category. I've been saying it all season. Bo Nix is not good. He's not good. I'm not going to act like it. You never pretended like you like Knicks. Well, I'm not going to start now. See the Alamo. James is doing a San Antonio day. That is sick. Penix needs to train with Carson Palmer's brother this offseason. His technique looks very questionable when there's pressure. Much like Jordan Love, who we will discuss. But as far as good for fantasy goes, we're pretending like Hunnaball liked Bo Nix ever. Okay. I'm sick of acting like I like Bo Nix. Ho fixed. I like it. I like it. Okay. So Bo Nix is sticking in Y. If it were up to me, he'd be in really terrible, but okay. There's got to be some integrity in this list. I think Bo Nix is terrible, though. I really do. He's so lame to watch. He's not good. He can't go through his progressions. Did you guys see the pass chart for Bo Nix? Let me pull this up, actually. This is worth. If you guys didn't see this, which I'm sure at least one or two of you guys didn't see this. Pass chart Bo Nix. I hope to God this comes up. Weeks 1 to 10. Where is it? Latest. Come on. Where is it? It's a graphic. It is the most ridiculous thing. Where is it, man? Twitter search is so worthless. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Here it is. Oh my God, I found it. Look at this. Look at this. What? What is this? Dude, this is like college. This is like a college QB. Which is fair, because Bo Nix loved college. He was in it for like 7 years. Bo Nix was a super senior, man. Look at this, against the Raiders. No offense, Otis, but the Raiders aren't exactly it's not the gray curtain. I couldn't think of anything. The silver curtain, that's it. It's not the silver curtain, all right? Make a map for the, make a Mo Picks Boverthrow tier. I should. But I can't get out of hand here with all these tiers. I might actually. You know what? Screw this. We all know Jaden Daniels is better than Bo Nix. We all know it. I don't even like Jaden Daniels that much, but let's call it every time. But let's call it like it is. There it is. Done. So simple. So simple. I hate Bo Nix. I also hate this damn song. Not trying to listen to toddler music, all right? This is Nintendo, all right? Have some respect. All right, what else we got? Why is Dak below Love? We will fix that. Don't worry. We will fix that. Because Jordan Love. Rodzilla, I don't know, bro. I hear that one score, 33 points. Not doing it. Not doing it. I hate Bo Nix. I'm not going to act like I do. Like I like him. Jordan Love. Okay, we gotta fit. Well, this has been all over the place. Good for fantasy. How are these guys gonna tier? You know what? Screw this. Jackson Dart's moving it pretty good. Screw this. Jackson Dart is awesome, okay? I have been slow rolling it all season. Jackson Dart is pretty good. If you ask me, would I rather have Jackson Dart or Jordan Love's going to move down. Spoiler. I just don't know to where yet. Would I rather have Jackson Dart or Herbert? Not going to say Herbert. Jackson Dart or Jared Goff? Come on. Jackson Dart or Trevor? Sorry, Gail. Jackson Dart or Jalen Hurts? Yeah. Come on. Really? Jalen Hurts? Jackson Dart or Darnold? Hell, we might start going up here, to be honest with you, but for now, we'll stick. For now, we'll stick in pretty good. My head is killing me. All right. Good for fantasy, though. Jordan Love's not good for fantasy, though. He's not. We're putting him in the I hate Bo Nix tier. I'm really mad. Jordan Love has been... You know what? I'm not even putting him there. He's meh. He's meh. Call it bold. I'm sorry that I technically moved JJ McCarthy. Is anyone going to disagree with me right now? Is anybody going to say, whoa, Hunnaball, I like Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love. What the hell? Late, but hey, what's up, man? Hello, man. We're doing Hunna's Hill. Titans didn't play, but hey, you know what? Why not? We moved Jordan Love down. I think most in Hunna's Hill history. 4 tiers we moved him down. We dropped his ass 4 tiers. He is in the same level as Brock Purdy and Jacoby Brissett. And I don't, like, is anyone disagreeing with that? Is anybody gonna, like, please sound off if you disagree with me putting Jordan Love in the meh tier. Like, let's go through Jordan Love's most recent games, right? Let's go through them, okay? So they lost to Carolina at home, mind you, and they lost to Philly at home. 20 for 36, 176, no touchdowns. Great. What else? Actually, I'm just going to click on Jordan Love's game log. That'll be a lot easier. Game log. Look at this. Look at this, right? 176, no touchdowns. 273, no touchdowns and a pick. Beat the Steelers. That was a team win. Got to give them credit where it's due, but that was a long time ago. Beat the Cardinals barely. That game was way better than you'd think it'd be. Barely squeaked by the sorry-ass Bengals defense. Sorry, Chris. Ties Dallas. That was a good game, I guess. I mean, he only had 25. He only had, like, what, an hour and a half to play that game. Lost to the Browns. Wasn't super impressed. He hasn't had an impressive game all season. 2,000 yards, 13 tubs, and 3 picks. Wow, Jordan. Don't pour it all on at once. 68 QBR. I don't even like QBR, but it's just been bad. Just been bad. Jordan Love too high. Yeah, okay, Struggalos. All right. Which I get it. That's no, Ward's in terrible. That's not unreasonable, which I get, but as a Titans fan, oof. Well, dude, Ward didn't move. We just renamed the tier. We just renamed the tier. We moved it, like, it used to be like pretty bad. We just renamed the tiers. Ward's been terrible, though. Again, you don't disagree, but it does hurt. It does hurt. We're getting a little more ruthless. Love's too high. That's really funny, though. I'm glad Struggalos just joined to say that. Drop a like if you're new. Drop a like if you haven't already. We're doing Hunna's Hill. Brought to you by no one right now. Fuck it. Brought to you by Reese's. We got 2 right here. Anyways. Oh, no. Anyways. Okay. I hate Bo Nix. But as far as good for fantasy goes, Cowboys didn't play. Move Bryce to terrible. I don't want to. I like Bryce. I do. He went to a school near me. Modern day. I like Bryce. He's a nice guy. I do not believe Bryce Young's ESPN stats, though. We've talked about this before. But if you think Bryce Young is 204, you're crazy. 204. Maybe 174. But 204, yeah, right. 204 if he's wearing his pads and also holding a 45-pound plate. We all like Bryce, but he's bad. He is. How'd he play? How'd he play? I didn't actually look at the box score of this one. I know the Saints won, which again, 7 points at home against the Saints. It's very, and a lost fumble. It's very obvious. It's so simple. If the Panthers can run the ball efficiently, they will win. If they can't, they will not, because Bryce Young cannot win them games. A very big letdown for a #1 pick. You guys might be convincing me here. This guy has been so underwhelming. Like, Geno has won games. Geno's put numbers on the board. All right, Bryce, you're moving to terrible. Bryce is moving to the top of terrible. Love belongs in garbage tier. Been watching your vids for a few months. Thanks, Struggalos. All right. Appreciate that, man. I got to make another one. New video is going to come out this week. I don't know what it's going to be, but I feel terrible for slacking. I might just make an ESPN video like everyone else is doing, hop on the bandwagon, but take a different framing to it. Because I actually think ESPN is kind of important and valuable in the current media. Mez, prefer love, you don't love or hate to have it. Yep, all right. Trevor Lawrence cannot be exiled like Jordan Love, Bo Nix, Jags with 29 Texans. Worst offensive line field of Gale's having to say in his last words while he can, giving Trevor his defense. Is there anybody in good for... I'm not going to move Dan Jones to pretty good. I'm just not. Clearly, Jonathan Taylor won them that game. I'm not going to move him up. Dak is sticking in good for fantasy. He didn't play, so I'm not going to move him. Let's get to pretty good. Let's reorder these guys. Justin Herbert won against the Steelers. What impressed me about Justin Herbert was that he won with the worst offensive line. I think we all saw the clip where it was like showing all the PFF grades. Dude, I just got a crazy migraine. I'm trying not to complain about my head, but this is just not going well. Again, Gino put up numbers on the board. Are you sure concussed? He did. He put up numbers against the Patriots. He did. I'm not concussed. There was a minute there where Gino led the NFL in passing yards. I don't like passing yards, but Gino has put up numbers. He put up numbers in the Jags game, okay? Let's not act like Gino cannot let it rip when he's got time and wide open receivers, okay? Which, again, you say the same thing about Jalen Hurts. All right. But Justin Herbert deserves some credit. Move Shuck to meh. He balled out. Balled out? 17 on the Panthers. 19 for 27. He balled out. That was week 1. I know, but the Jags game was recent. Gino played decent in the Jags game. He turned the ball over once or twice. I know it's the Jags, but it counts. Again, he's not in MVP tier. Okay, he's in pretty bad. His tier is called terrible. What do you mean? Like, but look at this. 284 and 4 tubs. And a pick. He's only as good as Brock Bowers is. I don't disagree with that. But again, Jalen Hurts is only as good as his team. Really putting T-Law over Dan Jones? We are. We're not moving T-Law down a tier. Spoiler. But we are going to move T-Law to here. We are. Sorry, Gale. But he's outside of the top 10 officially. He's outside of the top 10. That's where we're at. But what I was saying with Justin Herbert, the clip that we all saw of the Chargers offensive line PFF grades, Herbert deserves credit for winning this game. Done. Jared Goff beat the Commanders, the Mariota Manders. I don't care. I'm not going to move him. I don't care. Jared Goff could have thrown for 800 yards. I watched that game. I was bored out of my mind. He screwed me in fantasy by throwing to J-Mo. I want to move him ahead of Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts won, so we'll leave it. I will stake my claim in the Hunnaball YouTube chat as the Jordan Love hater. Struggalos, what's your team, man? Are you a Packers fan? What's your team, pal? We're trying to collect team fans here. We're trying to play a fan bingo. Try and get a fan of all of the 32 teams in here. So let us know, Struggalos. But welcome to the chat. It's fun to have you. By the way, anyone who's watching, drop a like if you haven't already. Finally came to your senses on Trevor. Stop letting Gale gaslight. You guys gaslight me all the time. Half these rankings are just what you guys tell me to think. Because you guys make good points. Other than Geno Smith. Geno Smith has Bears fan. All right, we've got a few Bears fans, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Struggalos is a Bears fan. Why not? We got like 3 or 4 Bears fans that pop in and out of here. It's cool. We got Anthony, the Great Levi channel. I don't know where I got Anthony from. The Great Levi channel, another Bears fan, friend of the channel. If Gale didn't exist, T-Law would be in mad. That's a good point. Gale has done a great job for T-Law's PR. He would be in mad. And you know what? How it stands right now, I don't think T-Law's picking. The thing about these tiers is you're kind of stuck, right? Because if you're not good for fantasy, you're dropping now 3 tiers. Because this is Jaden Daniels' tier. This is Bo Nix's tier. So you're going to meh. So it's like he's on the chopping block. Dude, if the Jags play poorly again, Gale, you might not want to tune into that Monday stream because we will be ripping T-Law apart. Just kidding, Gale. Always stop by. And guess what? We're not done with this tier yet. Sam Darnold's elite. He's playing elite. He is. He's getting MVP talks. I'm not going to say he's going to win MVP, obviously. But Sam Darnold's playing elite. I'll happily be the only Jets fan because I'll be honest. Jags was huge. I mean, Jets was huge. I had no idea that we would have Jets fans in and out of the chat. Also, we have, I always forget these names. It's like Yeet. Is it Yeet? Yee. Yeah. Something. Yee, I think. I think it's Yee. The other Jags fan in the channel. I know, you guys know what I'm talking about. Got like a race car user picture. Forget to remember all the specific username handles, but Yeet or Yee or Ya or something like that. Another Jags fan, friend of the channel. Gail would make a really good lawyer. Yes. Trevor deserves his spot. And Otis, your quarterback lost 31-0 to Mahomes. T-Law won last time I checked. Finally, Darnold gets the respect. Yes, you guys, you can get your Sam Darnold moment. Yeah, why not? You know what? I'm not going to put... I want to put Drake May up here. I do. But Stafford didn't play poorly. If Stafford plays bad, Drake May will... okay. If Stafford plays bad, Drake May will be in best... faster than you can say Drake May MVP. But for now, he's moving to the top of elite. Mahomes, should we put Mahomes in pretty good just for the hell of it? Just like, Chiefs are on bye, so I can't move Mahomes. Baker lost, but he put up a good fight. He really did. The Ravens, I didn't get much from the Ravens-Vikings game. I feel like Lamar didn't play like exceptionally well, but the Ravens did sneak away with the win there. I feel like that was more bad Vikings than it was good Ravens. I just want to double check the box score. 17 for 29, 176 in a tub. Fine on the ground. Not too much to write home about. I mean, if Jage is going to turn it over twice, then... And kickoff fumble. I'm not going to give Lamar a ton of credit. I love Lamar, but Baker played a damn good game against Drake May. That was a fun one. Going right there. Yeah, screw Josh Allen. Josh Allen got tanked by the Dolphins. In fact, Josh Allen's moving to the back end. I don't care. You're right. You guys are right. Josh is moving to the back end of elite. I'm not going to sit here and say Josh Allen's not an elite quarterback, but he did lose to the Dolphins. And that is an inexcusable offense when you're in these tiers. If Sam Darnold lost to the Dolphins, he'd go down to meh, if we're being fair. If Jalen Hurts lost to the Dolphins, he'd be thrown off the list. So, like, it's not fair to put Josh high, like, put him in the top 5 right now. He's off. He's wide off. That's not even a term. So Trevor will move back up when the Jags... If the Jags beat the Chargers, Trevor might go in Mitch tier, which is a sacred tier. Trevor might go high. I hate the stupid Chargers, and I don't want to give them credit. Jags losing to the Chargers, that comeback will ruin their season like the Giants. Jordan Love's like, if we took Herbert, replace all of his talent and mechanics with dumb luck and dumb throws off his back foot and double coverage. Agreed. Jordan Love's mechanics are just god-awful. One of JJM's picks came because Jettis fell mid-play, would have been at least 50-50 ball. Drake May is probably the best performing QB this season. I agree. But Stafford can't just lose best after playing well. I want to. Oshkon's been chirping me all night. I want to move him down, but this list has integrity. But I love Drake May. Funny story, Saturday. What is up? Congrats on evolving past Dable. Hopefully Shane gets catapulted out with a Saquon jersey. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. But I don't disagree with you. Thank you for the congratulations, guys. I appreciate that Saturday. But listen, fellas. We got... Is this it? Is this it for the tiers? You know what? Screw this. Sam Darnold, welcome. Why not? Let's do it. Can you believe this? The big 3. Forget the big 3. It's just big me. Sam Darnold. We're sticking. We're sticking like that. This is the list. This is it. This is the finalized post-week 10 Hunna's Hill list. Shador is still top dog, obviously. Mitch got his tier. I Hate Bo Nix made that new tier. Pretenders, low dog water, schedule rest of the season. They're going to look like they get exposed big time round 1. Wow. I think the Patriots are back. I think the Patriots can win a playoff game. And that's not just me cowering to Mahi. He made some good points. Jordan Love is like if we talked about Justin Fields like Mahomes. I love the Jordan Love hate. I do. Yale better hope Ladd doesn't break his leg like Scat did if they're going to follow the Giants formula. They're allowing fourth quarter comeback. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. They've beaten Buffalo and Bucks, hence why I'm asking. Yeah, they have. That is true. I think they're good. I think the Patriots can be pretty good. I think the Patriots at their best can beat almost any team in the NFL, which is crazy. Crazy to say. But they have a quarterback that wins some games. They have a good enough roster. They have a coaching staff that knows what they're doing, which you can't say about a lot of these teams, unfortunately, the Giants especially. But yeah, I'm glad Jackson Dart's in pretty good. I'm glad. Also, Trevor Watch, if we're counting actual quarterbacks that are starting and playing in the NFL, Trevor is just outside the top 10, apparently, because we have, I think he might be 10 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're right. You heard it here first. Jackson Dart is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Finally, Darnold getting respect. I'm waiting my life for this. You're one hell of a Raiders fan, Otis. You know that? You're one hell of a Raiders fan. All right, I'm out for the night. See ya, John. This stream's not going to go on for too much longer anyways. Because we did Hunna's Hill. Is there anything else that I wanted to do? I want to do the Hunna's Hill for teams, but we saved that for Thursday. Is there anything else we do on Mondays that I forget? Should we play like Hurdle or Weddle? Should we play Weddle? But yeah, guys, this is our QB discussion. So actually, I want to just review every game really quick and just talk about each game really quick. We could have fired Dable and Shane last season, had Vrabel, Dart, Cart. Oh my God. I don't think we would have drafted that squad though. And Scat probably wouldn't have touched the field if we're being honest. Oh God, Devonta Smith joined Sports Center. Yay. They're still advertising ESPN Bet. That's sad. All right. Let's talk about all these games. I'm just going to be simple. Were they worth watching or not? Okay. Raiders, Broncos, not worth watching. Giants, Bears, worth watching, but insanely painful. Falcons, Colts, worth watching, but probably not worth getting up early for if you're on the West Coast, just because Michael Penix, is Michael Penix. Bills, Dolphins, not worth watching, but boy, what a story. Ravens, Vikings, don't remember this one being that great. I mean, when you fumble back-to-back kickoffs, that's exciting, and to me, I like watching players make mistakes, but in general, not the greatest game ever. Browns, Jets, worth watching, I guess. Yeah, 50-50 shot, flip a coin. Patriots, Bucks, worth watching for sure. Maybe Super Bowl preview, maybe, who knows, so crazy, just might work. Saints, Panthers, not worth watching, but that's not a surprise. Jags, Texans, worth watching, but not because the Jags played well. And the Jags played well. That's a stretch. The Jags played well, but 26 points in the fourth quarter. I thought only the Giants could blow a lead like that, but apparently not. Of course, the score is a little skewed. It probably should have been 30-29, but we're here anyways. Speaking of Dable, what are your thoughts on firing him? Covered it. It was overdue. And I'm not going to miss the guy. And I think all the analysts that are trying to play contrarian of the day are complete hacks and don't understand what coaching is all about. It's about building a culture and having guys that actually believe in you. That hasn't happened since 2023, if we're being honest, in New York. But hey, Dable, I hope he does well. I don't hate him. I hated Joe Judge. I don't hate Brian Dable. I just knew it was time. It was time. He didn't have the skill set to be a head coach. Don't forgive DeVito for May, but super happy with what Dart's doing. Yes, we got Dart. Dart's our guy. Drake May's sick, but Dart's our guy. And now we have neighbors. The Patriots do not have neighbors. That's true. Play Weddle. You mean Wordle? I don't think Eric Weddle has a game. No, Jarv, I'm not that concussed. It's the football version of Wordle. I'll pull it up really quick. Weddle game. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. You put in a name. Anyways, Rams, Niners, not worth watching. But these none of these. After this, none of these are worth watching. All these games sucked. The NFL completely, much like the Jags, the NFL couldn't close on the week. All these games were terrible. I'm really mad that as football fans we were put through this. Those are my reviews. If the Browns fire Devin Stefanski, I will gladly take him on the Jets. The Jets are set and locked with Aaron Glenn, at least for another season or two, at least. Oh boy, let's play Weddle. Never knew it was called Weddle. Yeah, NFL Wordle. Good games this week. Jags, Texans, Browns, Jets, Falcons, Colts. Everything else was mid or bad. Giants, Bears wasn't a bad game. It just was frustrating. But I will always love, I don't know, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I completely lost my train of thought there. I got to get off this stream. Okay. Weddle. All right. I kind of want to do, wait, unlimited. What? What? No. I want to do the timed one. No, there's like a game in here. Daily Heart or Daily Pro Bowl. What's this? Okay, year 2016. Okay. So this is Aaron Glenn is a hack and needs to go. Who wants to fly with them Jets? And he does the sideline dances. 2016, we're going to play a game of Weddle, but we'll feel free to continue this coach and painful team discussion. NFL guessing game. AJ Green staring us right down the face. Okay, an AFC wide receiver, not an AFC offensive player. Okay, as you can see, if it's yellow, we're conference and like side of the ball. If it's green, obviously we have it. He's older than 28, but he's on offense in the AFC, but not the AFC North. This is going to be a shot in the dark. I'm trying to think of a Patriots running back. Stephen Ridley? Did Stephen Ridley play in 2016? I'm trying to think of a Patriots running back. Not Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. Who doesn't know ball now? A Patriot James White, maybe? Damn it. I don't know why I'm so hung up on Patriots running back. I guess we could just do a Dolphins running back. In 2016, though, I couldn't even tell you. Crazy Delulu thinking Ramondre Stevenson somehow has representation of a Hurts-Pats team. That is funny. Imagine all New York coaches fired after this year. No, they're going to keep Tyreek Hill. Sure, we'll go Tyreek Hill. Why not? He's not a wide receiver, though. It's not a wide receiver, so I don't want to waste it. But I will do Kareem Hunt. Why not? Why is he not on here? Half these names aren't even on here, man. Maybe Kareem Hunt wasn't in the NFL at this point. LeGarrette Blount, maybe. LeGarrette. Okay, we're just going to search Blount. This sucks. Okay, we're just going to scroll through, actually. Wow, not a lot of names on here. Not a lot of names at all. What is this? Okay. It's not OBJ. Le'Veon Bell. I know it's not Le'Veon Bell because we know it's on the AFC North. Damn. Jay Ajayi. Damn. That's not how you spell it. It's not Blunt. It's Blount. It's 2016. Yeah, it's 2016. Try Trevor. Trevor Lawrence. If all 3 New York coaches were fired this season, that would be nutty. But Aaron Glenn is there to stay. And Sean McDermott's not going to get fired. It would be interesting, though. If Sean McDermott got fired, send him to New York. AJ 18, yeah. Yeah, we try. That's number 1. Okay. So it's not... Okay, so it's got to be AFC South or AFC West. I guess we can go Chiefs and an offensive player. A Chiefs offensive player who's not a running... Alex Smith, right? Alex Smith, let's see it. Come on, money. Okay, they're 32 years of age, and that's all we have at the moment. They're not on the Chiefs, unfortunately. Okay. The chat delay makes this tough to make it a collaborative effort, but, you know, we're out here. Okay. 32 years of age. They're an offensive player. And offensive linemen are, like, up for grabs here, too. That sucks. Okay. They got to be in the AFC South. Which is the... Should we just go... No, it's not J.J. Watt. Is it Hopkins? Was Hopkins in the NFL in 2016? No, he wasn't. Okay. Titans? They didn't have Chris Johnson. No, they didn't. Who did the Titans have in 2016? I couldn't even... Derrick Henry, obviously not. Peyton Manning. But it's not a quarterback. I guess I'm being a little too perfectionist about this, but we know it's not Peyton Manning. Because he was on the Broncos. We know that. Not AFC West, not a quarterback. An older player who played in the AFC South in 2016. Delaney Walker. I like it. I like it. Oh! What the hell, Gale? Jeez. Okay. All right. Gale shoots, Gale scores. Damn. That was funny. My AFC South ball knowledge is crazy. I promise you, it's him. You got it. What a connection. Much like Mariota to Delaney Walker. What a I guess Tannehill would have been on here as well. Damn. Wow. Jesus, Gale. What a play. I kind of just want to go off on that. Go off on a high note. Is there anything else worth discussing? Anything else happened in the sports world today? Worst Monday Night Football game ever. Brian Dable got fired. And Gale just smashed the Weddle. This is Bo Nix's passing chart in case you missed it. Yeah. Packers fans are angry. Matt LaFleur playing for this is funny. I know you guys don't tune in here to... Did the Lakers win? This show is so good, by the way. I know you guys don't tune in to watch me... Let's take Golden Pony Boy. That's so funny. I know you guys don't tune into this stream to watch me scroll Twitter, but I just want to see if there's anything else I missed. ESPN owes everyone 10 grand. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Basically, I don't think anything's, you know... I guess let's look at head coaching candidates, right? Giants. I just want to see real quick. What is the media saying? Woody Johnson is still breathing, our Oxy 5. Oh, God. I don't want to read the New York Post. I don't. So let's go. 15 head coaching candidates from Sports Illustrated. I will say early on, I knew fantasy football punishment run Weddle Unlimited until answers Trevor Lawrence. That's not a bad idea. Trevor. I wouldn't be mad if Spags got the gig. I wouldn't be mad at all. Drop a like if you haven't already. I wouldn't be mad if Spags got the gig. Okay, we know it's a great job. Kill me now. Vance Joseph, no thanks. Chris Shula, maybe. Maybe. Who's Chris Shula? I think Giants fans have been like talking about Chris Shula. It's not him. No, I'm good. I don't like the guy's look. Is he related to Don Shula? Miami of Ohio. He's born in Miami, Florida. Okay, is he related to Don Shula? Grandfather Don Shula. Okay, maybe. Maybe. We'll go Nepo higher there. Brian Flores is currently suing the Giants, so this article has no basis. I would love it, but again, he's suing the Giants. Marcus Freeman would be cool. A young coach, defensive minded, why not? I don't hate it. Jeff Hafley, again, the Packers defense played really well tonight, but I just don't like the vibes there. I also don't like his name, Jeff Hafley. Sounds like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid character. Spaghetti is a horrible head coach. You're probably too young to remember his awful run. I know that he didn't have a great crack, but winning pedigree, good defense, aggressive play calling, fun guy. I liked Spaghetti. Spaghetti's cool. I like that. Davis Webb, former Giant Davis Webb. No thanks. Gail, I'm 4-6 in fantasies. If I lose my league, I'll do that. All right, deal. There we go. We're making things happen. Oshkon, you still in here? You might want to start looking at punishments, guy, because your team sucks. Anyway. Yeah, so Brian Flores is suing us, I wish. Marcus Freeman. Do we think Marcus Freeman would be a bad coach? 39 is fun. I like a young head coach. Why not? Give him a shot. Give him a shot. New York just got a young mayor. Let's get a young coach, too. Why not? But yeah, Spags, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, one head coaching stop with St. Louis before being one of the best defensive coordinators ever. I don't know, dude. Hoff going from a head coaching candidate for the Titans to fired after the season. Probably. Probably. How do you not get Delaney Walker shot? He was like a 92 in Madden in 5 years. Damn, Gale's still taking his victory lap. Okay. And he's a Titan. I forgot Delaney Walker. That was a good pull. I don't like college coaches being promoted to head coach. I do, though. I think it's something new. You're about to lose. Okay, so you still are here, Oshkon. All right, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Gale, I was cooking food. Let the man cook some food. Davis Webb, no thanks. But yeah. Former Giant Davis Webb. He's there for a season. Eli Manning's backup. Antonio Pierce, no thanks. Nice guy, culture guy. I'm good. No thanks. And Volix made some Spagnola. Mike Kafka, no thanks. Mike Elko. I mean, look, if we're gonna go college coach, Marcus Freeman's the answer. Mike Elko is not, and I'm pretending like I don't see the option below him. I don't know anything about Mike Elko. I could give a shit if he's New Jersey native. That means nothing to me. That's a complete non-factor. It's a complete non-factor. Say what you will, this would be entertaining. This would be entertaining. I'm not gonna hire Jeff Saturday. That's really funny. Antonio Pierce is like Aaron Glenn, all culture, no talent. I don't disagree with you. This would put asses in seats. We would lose a lot, and Jackson Dart will never become the quarterback he can, or Jackson Dart will never become the quarterback that we all think he can become. But this would sell tickets. Get Jordan Hudson in the Giants building, and let's just throw a stick of dynamite into MetLife Stadium while we're at it. No thanks. Nate Shielhaas. I don't care for his name. God damn, these candidates suck. Nate Shielhaasy. A staple of Sean McVay's highly innovative offense. He's young, but he has a stupid name. 4-year starter at Illinois, fighting Illinois, and then he's been with the Rams since 2024. Was sought after for the offensive coordinator circuit, but he's stuck with the Rams. My head is killing me. Lou Anarumo, no thanks. Chris isn't here. No thanks. I would Staten Island native, again, could not care less. Lou Anarumo, no thanks. He's been good with the Colts. Let him stay. Now, Clint Kubiak. This is what the fuck. Okay, Clint Kubiak. I really tried to swear. Tonight has been different. I really tried to swear on these streams, but tonight has just been completely different. Clint Kubiak is interesting. Clint Kubiak is interesting. If he could squeeze this much out of Sam Darnold, also son of NFL legend. NFL legend's a stretch. Good coach, Gary Kubiak. I like it. Get Coach Prime straight for Shador. Bring Coach Prime to New York City. That would be sick. This article is just throwing names. They're one step away from Dable again. That is funny. That is funny. This is like when we went through the Titans head coaching candidates and they were like, Eddie George, Hello? I wanted Ed Dobbs as GM from Indy. Is Ed Dobbs their GM, or is that just like their an assistant guy? I couldn't sit here and act like I know GMs. I really don't. I know Shane Bowen. I know Joe Shane. Howie Roseman. Jerry Jones. Damn. Brett Veach. Gutekunst. Ryan Poles, come on. Let's keep going. I could. Jason Light. Gale said the Jags GM name like 100 times. Young fella. Does that count if I say young fella? Does that count as a point? Yeah. Nick Casario, is he still doing his thing? I don't even know the Raiders GM. Yeah, I don't think the Raiders know who the GM is. Tony Dungy next on the list, by the way. Take any coach from the Rams, your team will inevitably win 5 more games this season. Yes! We can get to 7-10. Let's do it! Gotta get the Jags, man. Talked about the Titans GM for 5 minutes. He should know him. I don't know the fella's name. I know he didn't do too great of a job. I don't know the fella's name. I'm looking it up. Mike Bergonzi. Oh, because I made that joke. It's like he's gonna be Bergon. He's gonna be gone. Anyway, I remember that joke. I like Clint Kubiak though. This is probably my favorite hire on the list. I like a coordinator, first-time coach. Don't care. Look, I don't want the experienced coach. The last thing I want to see is stupid Mike McCarthy in blue. We're gonna think he's a blueberry on the sideline. I don't want to see it. Have you seen the Mike McCarthy Giants edits? Looks like a damn fool. I'm good. Why is Kevin Patullo on this list? Like, Connor Orr, dude. Like, man. Brutal. Brutal. McManus's awful game-ending field. I didn't even see that. Wait, I didn't even see that. Wait, they got a field goal off? Wait, I didn't even see that. Wait, I just kind of assumed the Packers just rolled over and couldn't move the ball. They got a field goal off? I drove home at the end of this. They actually got a kickoff? 64 yards, no good shot. I didn't even see that. You guys are like, this guy doesn't watch football. I was driving home because, again, I had to go to a friend's house to watch Fubo because I don't have... I have YouTube TV like a sucker, apparently. Couldn't figure out how to pirate the game. Kevin Patullo being on this list is the funniest thing ever. I think that's probably the worst thing we could do. Not only would we be hiring a terrible coach, but we'd be taking one away from Philly. No thanks. It's literally 59 yards to the left. Okay, I'm gonna watch it off stream because, again, don't want to get copywritten, but we got to see this. I just want you guys to see my reaction to this. Okay, Eagles Packers. God, these highlights are probably 3 minutes long. It was so funny. I tuned it at halftime just to see like, oh, the highlights, and it was like a 20-yard run, Saquon Barkley. Like, what a move. It's like, great. All right, let's see this reaction to this field goal. Spike it. All right, let's see. Clock's winding down. Kick is up. That had to have gotten blocked. I think it got blocked. If that didn't get blocked, then I mean, it didn't say on the ESPN feed. It says it just got straight up missed. If that was a clean miss, if he got his full leg into that, that's, oh man. You weren't kidding. 59 yards to the left. Coughlin will be the next Giants head coach. How old is Tom Coughlin? If Tom Coughlin is younger than 80, we should hire him. That'd be so funny. Time is a flat circle. Bring Tom Coughlin home. 79. Okay, so he'll be 80 this season. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go. It was mishandled. Okay, I see. Man, let's check r/Giants real quick, and then we'll get off. I just want to see what Giants Nation is saying. Reddit, the heart of the internet. So bold. Shane survives. What are the expectations for him? Yeah, you're done. People aren't happy. Dable has been fired. Carl Branks has endorsed next head coach hiring Matt Patricia. Okay, we're getting off r/Giants. This is not even a Reddit issue, but Carl Banks, dude, they need to take the mic away. They really do. Why did they fire Dable and keep Dart? Yeah, Brian Dable. This is what I hate. This is what I hate. The bar should not be celebrating that our coach got fired in the middle of the season. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This should not be the bar for the New York Football Giants. Screw that. I'm done with Reddit. If the Giants hire the Eagles OC and let them get a competent OC, I'll never forgive them. You think I will? Bro, I'll delete this channel. Can't TB12 come out of retirement to save the Raiders? His 48-year-old body can't survive under our O-line. It's worth a shot. No, you're not taking Patricia from the Buckeyes. I don't want to. You can keep him. Don't worry. You can keep him. You can keep him. Keep him, John. Oh, boy. Anyways, we're at an hour 25. Vance Joseph, I'd rather die. Okay, so either a Rams coordinator, Marcus Freeman, Spags for feeling frisky, Bill Belichick for the material, but my favorite pick is going to be Clint Kubiak. Found out a week ago, Serena Williams' husband is co-founder of Reddit. Interesting fact. I love you guys, man. You guys are so funny. You guys should be the ones streaming. You guys are so funny. You guys are so funny. You're not wrong, Gail. But hey, he did stand up and Lil Bro Stephen A. Smith, and that was sick. That was sick. If you didn't see that, I'll probably be talking about it in my ESPN video. Keep a lookout for that. Should be hired as highest college age coach should be what head coach should be hired as a coordinator. I don't disagree with you, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I got it. Or James Franklin from Penn State. The guy who couldn't win in the Big Ten. Bring him on down to the New York Football Giants so Keegan-Michael Key could do another funny skit. No thanks. Hilarious idea, though. Oh, boy. But anyways, guys, this light, I'm turning this light off. Oh, my. I have a concussion for sure. Turning that light off made my head feel incalculably better. I don't know why I had it on. The green screen doesn't even look that much different. Anyways, I'm gonna eat these Reese's peanut butter cups. The girl I went on a date with on Friday might come over tonight. She might flake, knowing this girl. I'll let you guys know. Hire Nick Holtz at head coach. Hire Hunnaball for head coach. That's my pick. I'm picking myself. Can you just how do you apply for a head coaching gig? I'm assuming you have to be invited. But if it's on like LinkedIn, I'll throw my name in the ring. I'll throw my hat in the ring. I'll throw my name in the hat and throw that hat in the ring. I'll double apply. I don't care. Hire Sketch. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But yeah, fellas, I'm going to go take a nap, ice my head, take a nap. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go to sleep. But staring into the light is a torture device, torture technique. Don't do that. It's for the stream though. It's for the stream. You see, it's like, now I'm illuminated. Wow. Turn that on. My head's like mad at me. I can feel my head saying, no, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, pal. Hire Eli. It's so crazy. It just might work. That's all I have. I just stopped again. I'm getting off. I am getting off. I just completely stopped. Yeah. John said hire Eli Manning. And I just like Super Bowl 42, Super Bowl 46. I completely spaced. And Volix is calling GN. As we all know, Volix calls the shots around here. But yeah, fellas, I'm going to call it there. In case you missed it, Eagles-Packers was a complete snooze. The Giants fired Brian Dable, and Gale is our Weddle winner of the night. And the Bo Nix passing chart's hilarious. We did Hunter's Hill. Let me update this really quick, actually. Let me save this. And I keep telling you guys, post week 10. I just want to update it. I guess I could just do this off stream, though. Whatever. But just that way I don't forget, it is now updated again. You can make your own on tiermaker.com. My username is obviously Hunnaball. And now we got a whole list. It's going to be down to the socks by the end of this year. Gale's calling peace. There it is. You guys have a sick rest of your night. Kick ass this week. And I will see you on Thursday. We'll always stream after a primetime game, concussion or not. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, fellas. Have a sick week. I'm done. Hunnaball.